Previously on Live from Mount Olympus.
We've been fighting for so long.
I see.
Prometheus, now is not the time for a vision.
I see our grandmother. Free my children from the depths where Uranos imprisoned them.
Kodos, Briarios, Gyges, we're here to free you.
We will be your allies.
And my brothers and I shall forge the ultimate weapon for our rescuer, for mighty Zeus.
Kronos, you knew this day would come. Surrender before it's too late.
Surrender? Never! I am the ruler of the sky!
No! I am the ruler of the sky! And this war is over!
Talking about money can be so hard, especially when the person you're talking to is still learning how to do long division. That's why Million Bazillion, a Webby-winning podcast from Marketplace, is here to help. I'm Bridget, and with my fellow co-host Ryan, we help teach your little ones about complex topics like bankruptcy, climate change, and why there's so much gold at Fort Knox, and so much more. Listen to Million Bazillion wherever you get your podcasts.
Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation and distributed by PRX.
Prometheus, we've returned.
It's us, Prometheus.
Polydora, Galaxavra, hush. Can't you see Prometheus is weak from his ordeal?
All right.
Here is nectar. Drink so your strength returns.
Thank you. Do you want to hear more of my story?
Yes.
You had just freed the 100-handed ones.
And the Cyclops. They made thunderbolts for Zeus.
And together you defeated Kronos.
And threw him in a Tartarus.
What did the world look like after the war was over?
Barren. Empty. As if nothing had ever existed. Once we had dealt with the Titans, Zeus and I surveyed the devastation.
Hello, Earth to Prometheus. Why are you so quiet?
I don't know, Zeus. You like the desolate, bleak, charred look?
Of course not. Think of it as getting rid of everything that didn't spark joy. Yeah, some good things are gone, but so's all the bad. Now I can make something new, even better than before.
So where do you want to start?
I want to create beings that will adore us.
You just want to make dogs?
No. Some of these creatures should resemble us.
Why?
Because they'll be so much more interesting to look at.
I see.
These creatures will stand on two legs and have opposable thumbs.
Huge egos.
Yeah, big heads with great hair like mine.
They should all have different faces and different heights and weights and...
Hey. Don't get too ambitious. I don't have a lot of time to spend on them.
They'll need their own likes and dislikes. Maybe each could share the disposition of a god.
Here, I've made one that has Hades' brooding look and Hermes' mischief. That should be fun, huh?
So, you're just making guys?
Yeah, why would I make anything else?
I think you already know the answer to that one, friend.
I'm tired of all this brainstorming.
Okay, then let's return to a topic that interests you. How might you want them to show their adoration?
Well, they should learn how to sacrifice some of the other creatures I'll make. When they give us things that are important to them, we'll know they need us.
I have an idea. Give them fire, and they can make delicious sacrifices to you all the time. And they could warm themselves and cook their food and...
Fire? Do you really think it's wise to give the technology of the gods to creatures with Stone Age emotions? No way! Fire stays on Olympus. I'm not sharing. Anyway, these humans are getting a little boring.
Everything on Earth is still scorched. What will the men eat?
I don't know. That's Demeter's department. But I'll start us off. Plants grow.
What's next?
I don't know. What would you suggest?
Maybe It's time to create other creatures to keep men company. Creatures on the land, some in the sea, and some in the sky.
Yes!
Birds!
Fish.
All right. That's enough creating for one day.
You'll have gifts for these new creatures, right?
I'm giving them the gift of life. And they get to look up at me and admire how majestic I am. What more do they need?
If you really want to be able to tell them apart, gifts can help.
But why would I care about that?
Because you like surprises. Let us surprise you.
That is true. I do like surprises. All right. Before I go, here's a big jar filled with gifts for all the creatures. Now, go find your brother and get started.
Elephants, get back here. You get the gift of memory if you come back.
An elephant's gonna do what an elephant's gonna do, Prometheus. They're not pets.
Yeah, okay. Whoa, you're big. You're a lion. You get sharp claws and teeth.
Gotta say, the great head of hair on that beast looks a little familiar, doesn't it?
Okay, big fella. Let's give you a loud roar, too.
Good one. We need creatures to make something like ambrosia.
What about these little flying guys?
They do make a great zzz sound. What do you want to call them?
Bees? And you shall make honey. Whew. Well, I think we're done.
Are you sure?
Well, we've been giving out gifts for days and days. We must be done.
I think you're missing something. Oh, look who's coming. Men.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there are no more gifts in here. There must be something down the bottom. Nothing left but dust. Oh, I'm so sorry, Prometheus. But men may be a lost cause. But there are so many other gifted creatures to attend to. I'm gonna go check on the peacocks. I did a great job on their feathers. Wonder if they finally figured out how to display them.
Wait, Prometheus! I suppose the peacocks will make him happy. Okay, so what about men? You there with the great head of hair. You look like you have potential. Come here. I'm going to teach you how to shake hands, so everyone will know that you come in peace. First, stick out your hand, like this. Now take my hand in yours, and squeeze. No, not too hard. Okay, now we go up and down, like this. Good work. Lesson 1 is done. You guys show some promise. Even without gifts, you're not a lost cause. You're sort of singing. I think I know how to help you grow. Here, follow me. I want to show you something behind these trees. This is a rock. Can you sing that? Good question. That is a bird. A peacock. Yes.
Tree rock. Peacock. Birds word sound.
They're learning.
I'm giving them language.
Language? Isn't that Hermes' job? And anyway, one day some of them might use it to tell dad jokes.
We'll have to risk it.
Speaking of risk, These furless creatures are gonna freeze their behinds off when it gets cold. How can we help with that?
We'll teach them to build shelters with the rocks.
Rocks.
Okay,
Rocks.
let's start building.
Rocks.
Guys, listen up. You two, over there. Yes, you. Pick up that big rock. Yes, that's it. Yes, that one.
He's doing
Bring it over here. That's it. Yes, good. Good. That's good. Go get more. Yeah, more like this one. We'll use these to build a foundation. Yes, that's it. Excellent start. Now, place them in a circle. Yeah, like this.
Okay, they're learning to speak and to build, but they can't hunt, or defend themselves, or run very fast, or even figure out what to eat.
Oh, they'll figure out what to eat. Don't worry.
But what are they gonna do in a blizzard? Those stones aren't gonna be enough to keep them warm. And if they're not warm enough, soon enough, they won't have enough time to figure anything out. Which is sad, because I've actually grown quite fond of these weak, silly little creatures with no gifts.
I don't know what to do yet. I don't want to do anything that's gonna tick off Zeus.
You mean like giving them weapons? Too late for that. They already have rocks.
I suppose I could. No. Maybe. Oh, gods, no, he'd hate that. Could they even handle something that dangerous? I see. I see great cities, sacrifices to the gods, but also forest fires, terrible weapons. An eagle? No.
Prometheus, what did you see?
A trade-off. I must go speak with Zeus. Thanks for taking the time to see me, old friend.
Prometheus, I know what you're planning.
What do you mean?
You still want to give men fire. Bad idea. I know you have a soft spot for them. They're your kids, you're the one who wanted them. But you'll just have to figure out something else.
You were the one who wanted to make creatures to adore you, and they do. But they're much more interesting than that. One of them makes up silly little songs. Another has started to do something called dancing. And they're learning to care about each other. Zeus, it's remarkable.
I haven't seen any of that.
Well, you haven't spent as much time with them as I have. There's a spark of creativity in each of them. Take a look down there. I wanted to surprise you.
What are they doing with those rocks?
They're making a town.
You taught them how to do that?
I just got them started. They figured the rest out by themselves.
Huh.
I told you they were interesting.
Little towns built with rocks are one thing, but fire is entirely different.
Rocks won't keep them warm, Zeus. How will they survive?
They figured this much out, I'm sure they'll figure that out too. Maybe they'll kill some sheep and use the wool to keep warm.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. And they can make sacrifices to you.
As is appropriate.
But what good will their sacrifices be without fire?
No, they're not ready.
You'd be surprised with what they're ready for. The new men you created have quickly shown imagination, ingenuity. Tree, rock, peacock.
Yes, I can see that weird little song becoming a God's Pod hit one day. But our job is to keep them safe, to protect them. Fire is dangerous, and not just for them. No, it must never leave Olympus.
But without fire, humanity will be doomed to exist just one step above a rock, or a peacock, or a cow.
I know you find them interesting, but I didn't say they could become gods. Next thing you know, we're gonna have them reading.
So, you don't want them to know how to read?
Ugh, fine. They can read. But Prometheus, we just got out of a war where fire destroyed the entire world. If men get a hold of fire, they'll think they're closer to us. They can't be allowed to learn what fire can do. They're too dangerous, too unpredictable, too human.
I have to tell you, Zeus, as I've taught them, lived with them, watched them grow, I've experienced an emotion I never had before. It's the opposite of all this war. I love them. And they seem to love each other, to support each other, and it feels so much bigger and richer than just being adored. Love feels like something new in this world, Something we gods haven't felt before.
But picture all the damage they can do if they play with fire. They'll get distracted, and fire will jump out of their grasp and burn down bushes and trees. Whole forests will be consumed. They'll use fire to forge weapons and wage war on each other.
Yeah, just like the gods have done since the beginning of time.
You're getting too soft, Prometheus. We are gods, and they are just men. My answer is still no.
Well, in that case, it's time for me to leave. You no longer need my help. But these frail human creatures, they do.
I will miss you, old friend. Be careful. But don't forget, I said no fire.
Oh, I won't forget. Farewell.
Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation. Karen Brooks Hopkins is executive producer. Our series creator and showrunner is Julie Burstein. Live from Mount Olympus is co-produced by Brooklyn-based theater collective, The Team. Our co-directors are Rachel Chavkin, Zhailon Levingston, and Keenan Tyler Oliphant, with additional directing from Sarah Blush. And our actors are Rolls Andre, Atu Blankson Wood,
An elephant's gonna do what an elephant's gonna do, Prometheus.
Sean Carvajal, Jill Frutkin,
And threw him in a Tartarus.
Abel Garcia, Divine Garland, Modesto Flako Jimenez, Libby King, Ian Lassiter,
No way! Fire stays on Olympus. I'm not sharing.
Zhailon Levingston, Christina Liberus, Kimberly Marable, Jake Margolin, Lizanne Mitchell, James Harrison Monaco, Greg Mosgala, Xavier Pacheco,
I'm gonna go check on the peacocks. I did a great job on their feathers.
Kristen Sieh,
All right.
Ahmad Simmons, Nidra Marie Taylor, Ching Valdez Auran, Vicky Washington,
What did the world look like after the war was over?
and Andre DeShields is Hermes. The team's producing director is Emma Orm, and associate producer is Sabine Decatur. We thank the artists and leaders of Epic Theater Ensemble for their continued collaboration. Live from Mount Olympus is written by Nathan Youngerberg, with Julie Burstein and Jason Adam Katzenstein. Audio production and mix by John Malillo. Audio editing and sound design by Yonatan Reckham. Magdalene Giannikou composed our original music, which is performed by Banda Magda. Jason Adam Katzenstein created our illustrations and is series humor consultant. A big thank you to our creative advisors, Dr. Michael Cohen, Richard Nodell, and Effie Siotsu. Mandy Boyku is Administrative Director, and Sophia Pipa is Project Manager at Onassis USA. Giselle Winter is our Series Antiquities Consultant. Live from Mount Olympus was recorded with engineers Roy Hendrickson, Ian Keggy, Moore Mesrich, Matthew Sullivan, Benjamin Miller, and Matthew Soares at the Power Station at Berkeley, NYC. Press by Grand Communications. Graphic design by Onassis Creative Studio. Live from Mount Olympus is distributed by PRX. We dedicate this season to the memory of Vinie Burrows, whom the New York Times called the Queen of Black Theater. Vinie was a total legend, and we are honored that she brought so many characters to life on Live from Mount Olympus.
I'm not going to that river of forgetfulness. That's where Hades brought the others. I don't want to lose her.
Want to learn more about Hermes and the Olympians? Check out our website at www.onassis.link/Olympus. Since 1975, the Onassis Foundation has been dedicated to culture, community, and education, with projects that can effectively inspire social change and justice across borders. Learn more at www.onassis.org.
From PRX.
Onassis Foundation.
Did you know that kids eat 1,095 meals every year?
And if you include snacks, it's more like 4 trillion meals a year.
Honestly, the responsibility kind of sucks sometimes, but we're here with some real help and camaraderie too.
We're Stacy and Megan, hosts of Didn't I Just Feed You, a weekly podcast that gets real about what it takes to feed our families.
Tune in to Didn't I Just Feed You for kitchen tricks, product recommendations, and tons of meal ideas, like how to turn nachos into a legit family dinner. Listen to Didn't I Just Feed You wherever you get your podcasts.